moving on. The next one is some very nice things that this gentleman says. And he says, question one, actually, I am trying to rank a Shopify store for the syndication network. Oh, I'm trying to rank a Shopify store. And for the syndication network, I have two options, which I guess, A, either host a WordPress blog on my subdomain and use it as the syndication source, or B, just post blogs on Shopify as they have an RSS feed, so I can use that as a source. So I'm confused about which way to go that provides more link juice and authority to my main ecom site. Also, if I have a normal WooCommerce store, then should I use a blog subdomain or not? Okay, I'm not an ecom guy. I'm going to give you my opinion, and then maybe some of the other guys can chime in, because I know really none of us do much any ecom stuff really. But my opinion is, if you can blog on a Shopify store, that may be great. Typically that you can get a little bit more authority from blogging from the actual money site itself. But I don't know first of all, how those blogs posts are going to look. I don't know how, what it looks like when it's syndicated. In other words, I don't know how much control you have over the content that, like is like a WYSIWYG editor. In other words, can you add elements to the content and all, the blog posts, all that kind of stuff? I don't know, because I've never done Shopify stuff. With WordPress, I know what you can get with WordPress, and you probably know as well. So if you use a subdomain on a e-commerce site as your blog, as content distribution engine, essentially, that you have really a lot of control over the content and how it's formatted and the elements and what it looks like syndicated. And what happens is, if you mirror, and we always talk about this, it's, Network Empire kind of coined the term, but it's called theme mirroring. So if you if you create a subdomain, a blog, a WordPress installation on a subdomain for your money site, then if you create a theme mirrored structure, so in other words, a silo structure based upon the categories within your store, and you basically link your category URLs, do a 301 redirect from your category URLs over to your category pages on your money site, then you do all of your blogging from your subdomain, you place your posts in the correct categories, which, and do all of your internal linking to your store pages, then you can use the blog and still push 90% of all the juice back to the money site the main site, the root domain, which would be your Shopify store. We've had, I know I don't really do any e-commerce stuff, but I have done content marketing for e-commerce clients in the past, and we've always been able to get really good results doing that exact same method that I just covered. Does anybody else want to comment on that?
Yeah, I want to comment something.
Go ahead.
I wanted to say real quick that Shopify does come with a blog solution, and it will allow you to SEO optimize it. But the reality is that here with a WordPress subdomain, I would like to know what Adam has to say about this, because I know that he's playing with Shopify a little bit as well. But with a Shopify store, like if you're trying to rank on Google for your Shopify store, go the WordPress route. Like WordPress is second to none when it comes to SEO capabilities. Yeah, like you can get away with the Shopify blog, but it's not like, unless you're doing paid media, which 99% of Shopify owners, do paid media. By that, I mean sending traffic to an article via Facebook ads or Google ads, or, sending like actually paid traffic to your store, which is like 99% of the Shopify stores out there. Other than that, then I would definitely suggest what Bradley just said, because you can control that way the one of the, if not the best, one of the best SEO optimized platforms in the world, which is WordPress, if you're planning on blogging, right? Number one, and also number two, you can still leverage the ease of use that Shopify has. So that would be my intake on it.
Yeah, I'm basically going to pair it with Hernan said and just agree. I would probably go with, if you have the choice, go with WordPress, especially if you're more familiar with it and getting it set up. But other than that, as far as the actual benefit these days, I haven't seen anything. Have you guys seen any actual studies recently about whether that, okay, yeah, we should dig that up. If anyone's watching and has seen one recently, let us know. I've been working a lot with the emails and optimizing like actual landing pages, but not so much the back end or, using subdomains. So,
yeah, I don't know one against the other, but the ecom case study we'll be talking about next week is a .com TLD with a blog. Right? It's not a Shopify store or anything. It's built on WordPress.
Right.
And
So
that's-
WooCommerce.
Yeah,
Store.
that's what's getting. Yeah, it is WooCommerce, and that's what's getting syndicated, right? It's getting syndicated from the .com TLD.
Right. Yeah. So Shopify, it's really powerful, and it's like it's simple because you don't want to you don't have to fuck around with hosting and whatnot. They will allow you to add subdomains to your domain, and then at the end of the day, like you can still use Klaviyo, which is the solution that Adam is. He's really good at that. So you can use Klaviyo to send emails, and then you will be basically getting the best of both worlds, which would be the SEO world and the e-commerce store. It would be pretty cool. So.
Yeah, and I'm taking a page off Hernan's book too, though. Like, if don't spend so much time worrying about it. Like, if it's going to take a couple weeks, like, or a month, to like get the subdomain or get the client or if it's yours, like, just start getting some content out there, and you can, switch the syndication point. Like, if you've got content, check out Shopify. That way, if you are doing this for a client, maybe you know how the blog works when someone's like, no, I refuse to do it this way. But in the meantime, yeah, I would go the WordPress route.